but still managed to pull off a win. So deck's making waves.
That deck would have had an excellent matchup against the other decks too, but we are playing Conquest and not Last Hero Standing, so now Chakki needs to find wins with his other decks and not that Warrior. He has that Beast Druid and he has the hybrid Shaman.
Yeah.
Can we call it that? I think it's pretty hybridy.
It's pretty hybridy. It is an aggressive Shaman. You can tell by the extra burn spells that he has with Lava Burst, but he has Nerubian Prophet, Master of Evolution.
Master of Evolution,
Yeah.
like those are interesting. But the double Doomhammer, I mean, whenever there is double Doomhammer, I think you can call it aggro.
Yeah, I think you can. Yeah. And Lava Burst. I think those are like the
Lava Burst
the
too.
three cards, the 3 additions that make it seem aggressive.
I think we can call it aggro Shaman with a twist.
Yeah. I think his deck name is For Nerub.
For Nerub?
Yeah, because of the Nerubian Prophets. So that's the deck name, and he really likes his like one-off tech cards. In the prelims last time, he put Dr. Boom. Now this isn't a crazy tech card or anything. He actually put Dr. Boom in his aggressive Shaman.
Oh,
which in the past was kind of weird.
It's true. It definitely was something that was not very common, and Chakki also, like, I think it shows so much confidence to be making those calls. I play a lot of ladder myself, and I see a lot of Shaman on the ladder, but nobody has played a Nerubian Prophet against me.
Yeah.
Not that I remember.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be the Shaman just yet. Chakki is instead going the first queue up with his Beast Druid, and I'm really curious to see how it plays out. But with that hand,
That is insane!
What? What more can you hope for?
The thing is, what you want to do is... Okay.
He's just going to go for it.
Yeah, he's just going to go for it. I was going to say, what you want to do is potentially wait one turn to make sure that you can Violet Teacher, Living Roots, and Power of the Wild.
Wow.
But at this point, just having Violet Teacher
that's
on turn 1.
It slows him down. Okay, just the King Select.
Yeah, the thing is, if you play Freezing Trap, all he has to do is cast one spell.
It's true. And that's going to be the annoying 1/1.
Yeah.
So good King Select right there.
Yeah.
But Chakki, he knows that there's not really anything that could punish him for playing that Violet Teacher so early on.
Yeah.
It might stick around for quite a while.
Yeah. I was going to say, this is could be a tough choice, whether or not to like double Living Roots, 1 for damage. But this definitely fits his curve. Next turn, he's going to be able to play Living Roots.
Living Roots, Power of the Wild. That's just incredible. Considering what kind of list PNC is running, there's literally no answer to this Violet Teacher. Like, there's nothing that he could use to kill that off. Also, the Hunter board clear is not like static. You can't get a full clear very easily.
Yeah.
There's no brawl. There's nothing like that. Chakki throwing out the early well plays, and while it might be a little bit rude, I think it fits the situation, because from this point on, it's going to be borderline impossible for PNC to come back without any explosive traps.
Yeah, one thing that Chakki's always been known for, besides his second place finishes, has been his showmanship in matches. That's how he burst onto the scene initially, was his emote spam. So not surprised to see those types of emotes. And what do you do in this situation? He's a Saboteur away from dying. I mean, there's 14 damage on board. He kill commands himself and concedes.
Chakki winning on turn 3, on his turn 3 and PNC's turn 4. That was a quick one, TJ.
Yeah. The thing about Beast Druid is sometimes it can just win games on turn 4, but it can also lose games that quickly because it doesn't have ways. If it doesn't draw into its ways to fight on the board early, it can stumble. But cards like Fandral Staghelm, if you can innervate that early and play like Power of the Wild or even like Living Roots early on, those can snowball the game really quick. And we could see the Violet Teacher plus Power of the Wild combo.
Yeah, he didn't even play any beasts in that game. It was just like a Violet Teacher going off with all those spells. Power of the Wild being one of the key ones there, protecting against like potential Unleash the Hounds. There wasn't really anything PNC could have done against that.
No, and this is both the Hunter and the Rogue struggle against decks that pressure. Hunter doesn't have ways to come back on the board anymore. They don't run Knife Juggler. They can't Knife Juggler Unleash. That's not a thing that exists for them anymore. And it's one of the reasons why Hunter also struggles heavily against Zoo Warlock decks and why he banned it out. Because it just can't deal with boards that are big like that. They don't run Explosive Trap either. So PNC, I think he's in some trouble now. Chakki has 2 opportunities now to find a win with his last deck, which is that Shaman.
Yeah, those Nerubian Prophets, the Master of Evolution, those are some of the cards that I'll definitely be looking out for, and especially the Master of Evolution, seeing how well Chakki can utilize it against PNC's Hunter or Rogue, or both, depending on if we go to game 5 or not.
Yeah, even though Shaman has been considered one of the stronger classes on ladder, in tournament play, especially if we look back to last week in the Europe preliminary, it didn't have as much success as people were expecting. It had moderate amount of success, so there's still a chance for PNC, but it's going to be rough.
Yeah, but this one is looking quite good. That's the Rogue starter kit right there. Coin, Preparation, Tomb Pillager, Gadget and Auctioneer. I don't know what more you can hope for. I guess Eviscerate could be a backstab, but that's just amazing.
Yeah, it really is. Eviscerate, having that early with the coin is the best way to deal with Totem Golem. Just having gadgets in. He actually decides to throw it away, which, when you're playing against an aggressive Shaman, sometimes you need tools in the early game like backstabs and SI7 agents to fight for the board instead of trying to wait for turn 6 for gadgets and auction.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand this too, because it might come a little bit too late. It's just in light of... Oh, he still got one. But in light of the other cards, it would have been very tempting. Like, if Gadget and Auctioneer was the only card that you're keeping, that I can't, like, defend that. I think that would be absolutely horrible play. But just with the coin and with the Tomb Pillager and Prep already. But in the end, like, he still got an Auctioneer, and if he kept one Auctioneer, maybe he ended up with 2, and that's not something you want to have.
Yeah, very true. That's a good point. And, Edwin Van Cleef. So, one of the ways you can win with Rogues is by just going for an absurdly sized Edwin Van Cleef very early in the game.
There is some epic sax music going on in my head right now, but I don't think we're gonna see that. It's too big of a... Is Chakki playing hexes?
No.
I don't think there are any, so...
Yeah.
So Chakki probably does not have any answer to it, but it messes up the curve so badly, because turn 3, what do? You eviscerate the Taunt Totem. It makes the rest of the hand, it just doesn't play very well into that, but there's literally no card in Chakki's deck that would deal with it very well. So tough decision for PNC right here.
Except
he might go for it.
Can Master of Evolution get something that would be able to deal with it?
But I kind of maybe like if he was to hold on to it for now and maybe go for it next turn. Like the Prep Eviscerate could kill off the threat that Chakki is playing, or he might pick up a Deadly Poison, make even a bigger one. I kind of like getting the Edwin, but maybe now is not the time yet.
Yeah. Well, next turn, Chakki is going to play the Nerubian Prophet, most likely, unless he picks up something more enticing, which doesn't seem very likely.
No, the Nerubian Prophet still seems better, because playing the Totem Golem here would mean that he can't play the Flame-rated Faceless on 4, which might be something he wants to do. That will delay the Doomhammer 1 turn. So he could also go for Totem Golem right now, play the Nerubian Prophet next turn if he wants to play the Doomhammer on 5 to play around Sap, because Sap would certainly punish the Flame Rated quite a bit. Okay, so I believe this play is that he's going to just skip the Flame Rated because of Sap.
Yeah. Which is a smart play. He might have made the read. PNC thought for a long time, and Chakki saw that PNC threw away all his cards but one.
Yep.
So he probably thinks that maybe there's one of those ideal rogue hands. If a rogue keeps that many cards, a lot of times it means that they're going to be able to fight for the board. So Chakki realizes that pacing himself and making a big power turn, where he doesn't just play 1 minion at a time, he plays multiple minions on a turn with a cheap Nerubian Prophet, is going to be the way to go in this match.
Here we go. It's going to be an 8-8-1 Cleave, and Chakki, Lightning Bolt would let him kill it. Lava Burst, no good. Nerubian Prophet, kind of the only play, I think. This, what do you do? Double Rockbiter, hit it.
Yeah. I see your 4-mana 7/7, and I raise you a 3-mana 8/8.
Yeah, but I think that Chakki might kind of wanna like ignore that for now.
Thank you.
And just go for the raise. But how do you raise an 8/8 that Van Cleef? Maybe it's impossible, and Lava Burst trade is what he has to do.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can raise that really. Like, no way. It is a lot of burn though. Like the Rockbiter for turn 6. Not enough mana to Lava Burst as well.
He's only on a 2-turn clock is the thing. So if he ignores and just goes face, then PNC would only have to attack twice more, and that would be given he didn't remove anything off the board. So
tough spot.
Yeah, I think you might have to just expend a lot of burn here in order to deal with the board, which doesn't feel good, but it probably gives you the best chance of winning.
Yeah, he could have even cleared both of his minions without taking any damage, but he's going to take an aggressive line here, and I'm certainly going to be interested to see if it works out.
Well, next turn he has double Rock Biter.
Yeah, but it's not enough because there's no mana to cast a Lava Burst too. So that would be 20 damage. So I suppose if the 4/4 stick to the board and he drew a Lightning Bolt, that would get the job done.
Yeah. And PNC has to be thinking about what's the worst case scenario. I have such a huge lead. You know, is it worth it leaving the Ruby Profit up? And I think the answer is no.
You go. No,
Really?
I think you definitely go face. You set up the lethal because why do you die to like? It would have to be precisely double Rock Biter Lightning Bolt. Like, is there anything else that would kill him? I think it's so important to like make sure that you have a lethal setup for next turn. I think you just go for a face.
Okay. You do have the lethal setup regardless.
I don't think he would. He would miss. Would he have it with a Shiv Assai agent? Yeah, I suppose it would still get the job done.
It is a tough call though. You're saying what's the maximum possible damage that he can do, and that is double Rock Biter.
It's so unlikely.
Lightning Bolt. Yeah, he's only drawn what?
But he does
cards?
have the lethal setup. He does still have it because he gets the coin. So Bloody Mage, Shiv, coin, Assai. But there's also a spell power from the Drake. But if the Drake was to die, like, so Lava Burst on the Drake, then the lethal is no longer there.
Yeah. But the thing is, if Chakki removes here, will he buy himself more time? We'll have going face. It might have made the difference here, deciding to trade. He might be playing too safely.
I think Chakki has a decent chance here now. Because he could play the Tunnel Drop, Lava Burst the Drake, go face for 4. Then he has that double Rock Biter for the next turn.
Yeah.
So there is definitely some hope for Chakki.
Yeah, maybe going face was the right play.
It would have, in this particular situation, it definitely would have worked out better. Like it would have just won the game right there. So,
yeah.
So it would have worked, but playing that instead of the Tunnel Drug. Very interesting. Why do you think he went for the abusive over the Tunnel Drug?
I'm not sure. I really don't know.
Because like, couldn't he have drawn like a Charger for the abusive?
He does have Argent Horse Riders in his deck. I mean, I guess he wouldn't have enough mana for it, but Chakki's going to be going to the next turn with 5 mana available, so he actually has quite a few outs. He'll have 16 damage with double Rock Biter.
That is so
he can draw either Lightning Bolts, he can draw Argent Horse Rider, either Argent Horse Rider, second Lava Burst, either of the Lightning Bolts.
That is so confusing to me, because like...
Maybe he wants to bait in a dagger attack?
No, but like you wanted the dagger attack. Like right now it can be removed without it, but just an Assai or a Shiv would like clear it. And if there was Tunnel Drug, like let's say there was like a backstep, you still have to hit it with your dagger. And now it's like it can be removed so easily by the Assai.
PNC seems upset that he drew the Earthring Farseer. I wonder why.
He's just nervous here.
Yeah.
So a lot on the line.
Yeah.
So he could go for Earthring Farseer. Use his hero power to remove that. That seems slightly better than the Assai, because the Assai gives you that little bit of extra damage. Oh, he's gonna leave it up, okay.
Alright, well...
Wait, what? Okay... Alright. Well, that is... I'm trying to see if that gives Chakki another turn. Not the case, because he didn't draw something like a Feral Spirit for now.
Yeah. He's playing it very safe. You can tell just how nervous he is. But despite the Earthring Farseer heal, or even with the Earthring Farseer heal, he still would have won.
Taunt Totem. If he gets a Taunt Totem right here... Okay, well that's not a taunt, so this game is definitely over. There's nothing Chakki can do in this situation.
Yeah.
The Taunt Totem, if there was nothing to combo the Assai agent with, in that case it might have saved Chakki for another turn, but... Wait, hold on, there's still nothing to combo that with. No, but he can just use the weapon, right?
Yeah.
Like he's just dead on the board.
Yep. 12. Yeah.
Yeah, like, doesn't even need to combo the agent, just a dagger up and yeah. He's gonna do it. He's still gonna go for the sap for some BM value.
Well, Chakki did emote him in the last game.
It's true, so...
He's trying to get back for that, but that's gonna be PNC.
Oh yeah.
Rubbing his hands. He's going to bring it to a game number 5. So now Chakki has lost 2 of these matches with his Shaman. Is he going to be able to take a win against the mid-range Hunter? is going to be the last matchup.
I'm not sure who that favors more. It might favor the Hunter maybe, because like the Shaman has no way to heal, and that hero power can be kind of like inevitable. But if the Shaman gets a big board early on, if he curves out well, like starts with a Tunnel Chalk, gets some like, Totem Golem, all that kind of stuff, maybe it's too much for the Hunter to clear.
Yeah, the Hunter early on just has basically 2 drops that don't really contest well with the board. They're 2 drops that are sort of just, the only good 2 drops the Hunter can run right now. He needs either good juggles or maybe even like a huge toad juggle in order to push it through. But I really do like the Shaman because Feral Spirits is really hard to deal with. You have to have multiple resources in order to deal with it. And also Totem Golem. You have to expend usually 2 things, either a quick shot and a minion or a bow attack and a minion. And Shamans can snowball a game pretty easily, especially since Hunters don't really have a way to block damage.
Yeah, and like Doomhammer is almost impossible to stop, and Chakki has so much reach with his list, so the Shaman might be too fast, but if the game goes long, that definitely favors the Hunter.
Yeah, PNC is praying for early drops and doesn't find a 2-drop. That's so crucial.
Yeah, the 2-drop here, if he ends up hero powering on 2, he knows that the board is going to be very, very hard to get back. Getting the 1-drop would also obviously help. Fiery Bat would be... Oh, there it is! Oh, that's a great one for PNC. That definitely helps. But there's Arch and Squire from Chakki is a good counter to it, kind of.
Yeah.
There is still that Death Roll, though, which could take it out.
Chakki has the combo. The Derubian Prophet
It's
in the Master of Evolution.
Yeah. Can't wait for it.
Yeah.
That'd be so awesome to see. So it's going to turn into a 7-drop? What good 7-drops there are? Gilmo and...
Baron Geddon.
Baron Geddon. Oh my goodness. Do you want that one, though?
Yeah. Not usually.
Oh, no.
Prophet Velen.
Yeah, PNC really frustrated about this.
Yeah.
There's nothing else he can do but hero power.
Prophet Velen could actually be a really huge deal.
Oh yeah.
Shaman.
Double Lava Burst. Lava Burst for 10 damage there.
3 mana Pyroblast.
That's pretty sick.
No big deal. And he has to hero power.
Yeah, a little bit of like a desperation thing maybe from PNC right there. Trying to take out that Tunnel Chalk with that Death Rattle. But it didn't work out this time. And Chakki has some options here. Goes for the hero power. Nerubian Prophet is something he wants to play next turn. Abusive. Maybe wants to keep it for improving the trades later on. To get rid of the annoying minions.
But PNC has to be happy that Chakki missed his turn 2. Well, sort of missed. He did totem up, but he didn't have a Totem Golem, which is a big deal.
Yeah, so even though PNC missed his turn 2, Chakki kind of missed his as well.
Yeah.
And here, Chakki has to be looking at that grub right now as something that he needs to take out because of the potential Houndmaster. He knows that PNC is running 2 Houndmasters, and with no silence, with no Hex, he would have to get through that 4-7. So right now is the time that it's the easiest to get rid of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Houndmaster is the one way that you can get heavily punished in this early game. And Chakki knows that Chakki's a guy that values preparation a lot, and he has to know that this list from PNC is not going to have a way to deal with a wide board very easily. He only runs 1 Unleash the Hounds, so it's very unlikely that he's going to have it this early in the game. So Chakki realizes that going wide with his board and trying to spread out his threats is going to be the right option. And playing around Houndmaster at the same time is going to be definitely the right call.
Knowing Chakki, I know Chakki well enough as well to know that he has done his homework. He knows what PNC is playing. After knowing his opponent, I'm sure the first thing he has done is like check out this Hunter list and check out the other decks. So there are Houndmasters, he knows it, and he does correctly take out the Carrion Crab.
Yeah. And now this is a tough situation because if you Animal Companion, Huffer is just... It's not very good. You have to trade it into like the Argent Squire to get value out of it, and that's your entire turn.
But the options are not any better though. Like Kill Command kind of gets the same job done. If you go for the Animal Company, you get a Leok or Misha. There could be 2 Overload from Chakki, and the Tunnel Chalk would just take out that anyway. So it's PNC kind of has his back against the wall here. I wouldn't blame him for just Kill Commanding the Drog.
Yep.
But how does like play into the next turn? I suppose Freezing Trap, Animal Companion maybe. But doing the Kill Command leaves the least room for Chakki to like get the benefits out of that Tunnel Chalk ability.
Yeah. So Chakki picks up the Doom Hammer. So pretty good draw. It's going to allow him to play that on turn 5, unless he just feels like going with Master of Evolution, which is a great option on that Nerubian Prophet.
It's pretty tough to pass up when you have a chance to do that.
Whoa, so Unleash the Hounds.
Oh, and with a freezing trap. That's amazing. He can take out everything except for the Nerubian Prophet. Go for the freezing trap to return that. And it would not only go back to 6 mana, but actually all the way to 8 if it was to get frozen. Chakki, like I just mentioned, that he has done his homework for sure. He knows exactly what the trap is. It is a freezing trap, and you don't attack with that minion right here. Nope.
Yeah. The thing is, though, when is he gonna find a chance to attack with a minion if he doesn't attack now?
It's true. So Doomhammer might look like a better option. It also curves out very well because with the 2 Overload next turn, he will still be able to play the Master of Evolution. So
yeah,
I definitely like this play, and he's going to go for the clears. So Chakki feeling like he doesn't need to end the game super fast. Oh, deadly shot! Well, wow, PNC getting some nice cards here. It fits the curve also very well with that Animal Companion.
Yeah, but he does have the freezing trap up protecting it already. Is it worth? Okay, I guess he decided it's worth it. Yeah, because now Chakki has to not only play a minion, but then wait a turn to be able to attack in the freezing trap, so...
that also takes the Master of Evolution play away. PNC probably has studied Chakki's deck list, so he doesn't want to see that getting evolved into a 7-drop.
Yeah. But we're coming up on pretty big power turns for both players. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Carrying Grub. Perfect timing.
Amazing card to get in this situation. And the Call of the Wild for next turn. Suddenly this game has turned around and it's going PNC's way. That is amazing. Like the Call of the Wild is such a powerful card, and not only does he have it for the turn 8, where you want to play it, obviously, like you want to play it as fast as possible, but he had borderline optimal turn for his 7-2, getting 8 power, 10 toughness on the board, and there's also that taunt, which is a huge deal when you're up against the Doomhammer.
Yeah, Chakki does have quite a bit of burst in his hand though, so will PNC be able to close out the game before Chakki's able to piece together enough damage to find the win?
Yeah, Chakki going for the rock by the right here. Is he going to... He's probably going to remove both of these minions. Ow, ow. Against Hunter Hero Power, you don't want to take that much. No, this is going face, right? Okay. Yeah, you don't want to take that far. Although it might be something that you have to take later, but... Here we go. Call of the Wild, that is so powerful. You can see it on Chakki's face as well. He wanted to see any other card from PNC besides that. And the next draw has to be a good one, or Chakki is going to drop to the lower bracket.
All right, well, I don't think that's going to be enough. It looks like Chakki is going to be staring at a loss. Who would have thought that Shaman would have been the weak link in a deck list with Beast Druid and Pirate Warrior?
There might be a play with the Lava Burst and the Spirit Wolf. There's like a play where, in theory, he survives one more turn, but it's still looking pretty rough to like be able to get a win afterwards. So you could Lava Burst the Misha,
okay,
and trade for the Huffer, or the, well, obviously the Huffer is better choice than the Houndmaster. So you play the Spirit Wolf. Then on the board, the Houndmaster would have to trade into the Spirit Wolf.
But how? He would need 2 extra draws.
Yeah, he needs 2 cards. So
in order to win. So, and the Hero Power would just put him on a clock. I don't think... I mean, it's possible, but it's very unlikely.
It is,
maybe if he gets a Taunt Totem next turn to block some damage from one of the minions. Or if he picks up a second Feral Spirits. Or maybe he doesn't run Ancestral Knowledge, so that's not an option.
Oh, he's gonna bite the bullet here, but this sets it up in a way where just the Hero Power is going to be enough in 2 turns, and PNC finds a Houndmaster. So, yeah, it's not lethal, but it's pretty close. And Chakki with the Master of Evolution, Totem Golem, those guys are worthless, and next draw seems irrelevant. There's no card in Chakki's deck that would bring him back from this situation.
Yeah, no Healing Wave in this aggressive Shaman.
Yeah. Not even Evolve, like, no way there's a 3-drop that would save.
Alright, well that means that PNC is going to take the victory over Chakki. And a little bit of clapping, a little bit of celebration. He's got to feel pretty proud about that one. Chakki, of course, coming off his win at DreamHack Austin, is a formidable opponent.
Yeah, it's got to be a bit of a rough one there for Chakki. Really good set overall, and you know, some very